So how do you know if your sump is, well, your oil pickup is clogged? Well, there's one way to check that. Well, first of all, you can listen to the engine while it's running and listen if it's ticking or not, because if it's valve ticking, that's normally due to a lack of oil pressure. Usually, the sump, if it is really, really bad, it will set off a oil pressure warning light, but it will like come on and off, usually. Or it will constantly stay on or actually stay off because the oil pressure is within tolerance for the oil pressure sending unit or something, but the oil can't flow to the top of the engine, so you can start hearing the valve ticking. But the other thing is, when you start the engine, at this point my engine is hot, so it's almost at operating temperature. And some other thing you can listen for is a whine when the engine is either right after you started it, because that's when it picks up all the stuff in your sump and clogs up the pickup, or if you rev it, you can also hear it then. So let's check if I can, well, make a good example here. So, for reference, this car has done 357 kilometers, and well, that's quite a long distance for this car to be driven. So, start it up, so see if you can hear it. No, can't hear it at all. So, there it is. The sound, that's your oil pickup. Yeah, that's my climate control not working either. So yeah, then you know you have a bad oil pickup. But as you can see, oil pressure light there. Stays on, of course, when the car is off, but start it up. Disappears immediately. If that stays on for a couple of seconds or even 1 second after you start up your car, usually you have a clogged oil pickup, and well, that will result in bad lubrication of the engine. Or if it's a really, really cold winter day, that can also happen. But usually, if you usually use your car like often, like me, I drive pretty much every single day, you will that light will turn off before the engine has actually started up. So at the time when the engine actually just fires, that's when the oil light disappears. But if it keeps on going for another second, you usually have some kind of a oil problem. Usually that's only caused by the pickup or a bad sending unit. Could be both. Another thing is that, well, many people say, oh, your oil pump can go bad, but there's a very rare problem on Saab that oil pumps go bad. Thankfully, they are reasonably easy to replace. They're a part of the timing chain cover, so it's a pretty easy. Well, by the looks of it, it looks like the part of the timing chain cover. And so you have to, well, take off the top of the engine and the side of the engine. So if you're doing a timing chain, you know, do that at the same time. So, but yeah, all that's pretty much what you can listen for, is that goddamn whine from the engine. Yeah, this car doesn't have. This is funny with Saabs here. You can see this cluster here. It has like check ACS. That's pretty much check ACS and TCS over here. Well, guess what? This car doesn't have any of that. Nothing. Very simple model. This. It has ABS. It has dual zone climate control. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It doesn't have any more fancy than that. It has the better seats from the better newer model, but that's pretty much it.